Behold, a new breed of open range fifth wheel. This is the Light 268 TS here at Highland RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And at the time of this filming, this is on the cutting edge of the product updates. This is the newest, smallest, lightest member of the open range fifth wheel family. It's also, at the time of this filming, the only one that comes standard with a 2-inch receiver hitch on the back for like bike racks and accessories and stuff like that. 7,980 pounds. And a triple slide. Generally speaking, you only seem to get about 2 slides in that weight capacity. There's very few exceptions to that. There are so many best-in-class features, unique features on this. It is just, every time I turned around when I was walking through it, I'm like, yes, yes, more yes. Everything in this is so good. Like, little fifth wheels don't usually get big pass-through storage like this, but it's an open range and they make it happen. Now, you might notice the door flips down. This is the intelligent design part of open range. If it flipped up, it would collide with this, or maybe hit your awning arm, and that's stupid, so they don't do that. They let the door flip down to give you easy 100% access to that storage. We like to add the strong arm stabilizers to our open ranges whenever we can, so that when you get to your destination, there is none of that seasickness nonsense. I love that. Now, the color scheme they have going on both inside and out, it really kind of harkens back to the earlier days of open range. They are, I mean, they're like the cowboys of the RV business, and they have a look that suits it, you know. This has a little bit of an old western edge. There's a little bit of American muscle going on inside this thing. Up front here, you might notice the interesting King pin. That's the King Combo pin box. It can easily swap out between gooseneck and fifth wheel hitching. It can also give you a 90-degree turn on a 6.5-foot short bed, so you don't necessarily need expensive slider hitching to tow this thing down the road. It's awesome. The reason no one else has it is because no one else has that patent. Even the antenna system on this is different. The King Jack antenna up there, that's like commonly an aftermarket antenna system. It gets better range, reception, more channels in English. You'll find this equipped with 20-pound propane tanks, which usually fifth wheels you see 30s, but again, that's the intelligence of the design in an open range. When it's Sunday and you burn up the last of your propane, good luck getting a 30-pound propane tank swap. Not a lot of places are going to do that on a Sunday. Open range, you can do it anytime, anywhere, any gas station, basically. Big, like I said, both sides of the basement are wide, easy to get to, full pass-through. Pardon me. Done a lot of videos, my voice is kind of giving out. And we have magnetic baggage door latches. This is true, easy, like one-hand operation right here. When you're done with it, kapow! Little battery compartment over here. Nothing fancy, but I thought I'd open it up. Now here we have a privatized enclosed docking center, which is one of the areas this thing is hyper unique, is that in this weight class, there's nothing else that's 0 to 100 degree rated the way an open range is. This has a heavy duty, these are actually compression latches. You can kind of get away with slamming them like I tend to in these videos, but you're actually supposed to push on them to compress that seal. But what I was getting at, the enclosed docking center there is part of the reason they are able to achieve that colder camping rating, as is an enclosed, forced air heated, heavily insulated belly and roof system and slides. Speaking of slides, and actually I need to back up because I skipped a huge part of this. This is also very unique in its class in another respect. It's just bigger, yet it's not heavier. So this is wider body with a deeper slide. In its living room, this is 10 inches wider than anything else this size. So you've got a 100-inch body versus 96. You think 4 inches, it's not a big deal. Shut up, guy. Wait till you walk in it and wait till you see the bedroom and bathroom. It makes a difference. And then you get 6 inches deeper on the slide over here. So it's almost a foot bigger in the living room than anything else could be or is. And yet it's under 8,000 pounds with 3 slides. It's not because they peeled out construction, because this has plywood, floor, roof decking, all aluminum framed laminated walls, laminated slide walls. One of the areas they keep that you're thinking, well, okay, so where do they keep the weight down? The slide system is a big part of that. They use an above-floor Accu slide system that has a cable push-pull pulley system. I don't know if that's really showing up here on camera. These aircraft cables. And these are aircraft cables. They're not gonna, people are like, oh, that's gonna corrode in the weather. No, it's not. It's a higher grade steel. It's not common steel. This is the lightest and one of the most problem-free slide systems in existence. We absolutely love them here. We just we just don't work on these, you know. Neat little thing, your bathroom power ceiling vent fan does have a Max Air roof vent cover built right on it from the factory. So this thing will get great like rainy day airflow, and that's why you have frameless side windows, because it looks space age and awesome. And then we have slide side windows for Max Airflow. Power front leveling jacks, push button power rear stabilizer jacks, power awning lighting. Everything on this is push button easy. This is an actual tow rated hitch on the back, which is a very, very rare quality in the RV business. The roof, they use a different skin. It's a pliable PVC skin. It does not require any specific maintenance like rubber, TPO, EPDM, Dicor, Alpha Ply, Alpha Flex, whatever name the RV business wants to put to the exact same material. This is that 1% of the RV business that uses a different skin. You still have seals. Those need maintenance. I'm not telling you don't take care of your roof. I'm saying the skin itself doesn't need any specific maintenance. There's a difference. Pardon me. Jeez. LED big taillights for safety, and they're mounted up higher. Because when someone hits the brakes, you ever notice how your head snaps up so that you're alert? That's why they mount them a little higher. Double the industry standard warranty. And there's not many other products that match that warranty, because there's basically no other products that match the way this is put together. Something else that helps them accomplish that is the EqualFlex suspension system. Rubber shock dampener suspension system that soaks up kinetic energy at the ground level before it affects your windows, your walls, your roof, every single fastener in this thing. That is partially absorbed right at ground level, so the whole thing is subject to less stress. Now look at your awning really closely. You see that shiny thing right there? That's a flex fabric guard. It's actually like the first 9 inches of the awning is a different material to help protect the whole thing when it's in the rolled up position like this from weather exposure. It's awesome. They use a little different door. It's friction sprung so it can't slam against things, but they don't use a screen door. They use this one-piece door with the window built right into it. There is a big slider panel here for airflow, so you can still get air, and you do have a privacy shade up there. Now, this is the first, again, at the time of this filming, as the year goes on, this footage will become maybe a little bit dated, but this is the first generation of open range RV in like 3 or 4 years to actually go through any significant updates. They've just really had an awesome fit and finish, and they've gone with it for a long time, but they said, man, you know, we've looked the same for a while. We want to change it up. Still though, the core things that make open range are all here, like the one switch convenient LED lighting in every room. You're going to get that. I don't know the name of this decor yet, so pardon me, but just like I said, as the year goes on, this footage is going to kind of feel a little bit outdated. One of the reasons I mention that is because we overtly publish our pricing. You don't have to call us to get quotes at Haylets. Now, we sell a ton of open range. We're actually one of the largest open range independent dealers in the nation. And we keep a lot of different stuff in stock. So the one that we have could, and probably is, somehow different from this video. This is not necessarily the RV we have in stock. This is not necessarily the one you can take home. My point to all this, because I'm rambling, is down here in the video description it says click for price and availability. That will take you to these fifth wheels. It'll show you what we have in stock, how it's equipped, and its price tag and weight and length and tank capacities and all that with its specific set of equipment. We like every single listing to be like its own individual brochure. I love this thing. This is awesome. This is the ultimate couples fifth wheel, you know, for assuming obviously you don't want like a big 35-foot monster. If you're just looking for something smaller but you want space, you want luxury when you get there, oh my gosh, just OMG did they nail it. So we've got our freestanding table and chairs over here, and man, again, I love that it's subtle. It's like it's modern, but it's classic Western at the same time. Like you see the little stars and the nice like wood grains and the coloring and everything. It has that Western feel to me. Like I feel when I walk around like I should hear spurs jingling off my shoes. But it's also space age modern at the same time. They did such a good job of balancing the two. But back to what I was saying here, because I'm serious. I'm not faking this, guys. This thing is awesome. I am truly, personally, very impressed with this. I like this thing a lot. So back to this. Freestanding table and chairs with a little extension leaf, so it is very guest friendly. Every window will open for ventilation, even that door window and that kitchen window, everything opens for ventilation. You get awesome airflow in here. Being wider body, they could have a full height-of-bed sofa in the back with dual side stands with power outlets instead of the little sliver stands. You can actually use those things. All of your overhead storage just has, I love just the look of it, but it's all strutted, and it's all hidden hinges for easy access and longevity purposes, you know, superior stuff. Now, over here, if you just want airflow or anything, you have power vent fan lid, power fan on right here. You can control this power vent fan in the kitchen from ground level. And this thing actually pulls really good airflow. Check this out. If you give it, I'm just gonna kick this door open here. If you give it an area, oops, I'm dropping stuff. I'm gonna bump that up a notch. You kick this thing up, listen to it. Pulls a ton of air. Look at that. That's pretty awesome right there. And then when you're done, fan off, vent closed, that's all there is to it. So if you even slide this panel open, that'll work fine. There goes the business card. I dropped a couple others. I'll pick those up before you take her home. So my point is, everything in this is smart, very intelligently designed. Let's go ahead and keep going on the kitchen while we're talking about it. So we saw the Max Air fan. We also have this big skylight to let extra ambient light in here. The kitchen slide is so intelligently done. So first of all, next to it, you have like, this could be a coat closet, a pantry, all that, but that's not in the slide. The slide is an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. I love the stainless look. Again, it gives that feeling of steel, of earth to this thing. And they extended this. I love this. Instead of putting the microwave above the stove, somebody finally put the microwave in the right spot. I've been begging for this. I've been begging for this for so long. I've never understood why the microwave's up really high. Because most people aren't my height. So most people, to get something hot out of the microwave, they run the risk of tilting it and spilling on themselves. This is where it belongs. Now, because they pushed the microwave over sideways, that made room for countertop. That made room for a big window. That made room for more storage. It's a cascade effect of awesome sauce, guys, you know. I love the island. The island here is a sealed press membrane. So here where you have a big time water source in the kitchen, you can't water damage this countertop. And notice how they put power outlets here, and they give you flush mounted sink covers. And these you can actually really use. That is legitimate countertop space. Plus, you can always belly up to the bar. You can put a couple bar stools here. You can feel like a cowpoke rolling into town on a dusty trail, you know, something like that. I don't know what that was all about. Sorry. But my point is, this is awesome. It's awesome space. And I guarantee you, if you're entertaining friends, everybody's going to end up on this side of the countertop. I guarantee you that. Now, look at the intelligent storage they have over here. Instead of just ignoring these spaces, they gave you 2 big full pots and pans drawers. So you actually do have big drawer space in here. And then, around the corner, we have even more drawer space built right into this island. And did you remember when I was standing on those stairs? There's a dedicated wastebasket storage space on the other side of this. It's awesome. Now, this is not just a dinette slide. They encompassed it by adding in a massive, like, walk-in size pantry in here. They stretched this thing right out. It's huge. It has its own little dedicated... Actually, if you... I have to open this a little further. Let me move that. You've got this whole big... like I said, it's massive. And I mean, you can really get in here. You don't have to do the, like, stand sideways and dig up to your shoulder thing. You can stand... shoulder to shoulder with this thing, and you can literally walk inside of it. I mean, case in point, I can literally walk in the pantry. It's huge. It's so much storage. And you can always use like the bottom for shoes or whatever. It doesn't matter. They kept everything that made the entertainment centers awesome and open range. They kept that here. We've got our the swinger mounted Furrion. So even when you're sitting over here in the dinette, when you sit down where I'm at, there is no bad seat in the house. You know, if you can tilt it so that you can watch TV in the kitchen. If you're cooking up a storm, you want to watch your favorite chef show. For a long time, mine was Emerald. Bam! You know, he's going to kick it up a notch with the flavor. You know, some people like Guy Fieri. He likes to take it, take a quick ride to Flavor Town. But there's different things there. Anyway. So we've got HD TV here, Furrion, accessible from anywhere in the living room, dedicated Furrion soundbar, and then down here we have AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth. It just does everything you possibly need it to do. Now, because everything's Furrion, it all talks to one another. So, like, if you change the input on this, it's just going to talk to the TV and say, hey, dude, keep up. And you don't have to, like, get 3 remotes and click around. It's just smarter, simpler. And I love this little banister, this little handrail. It's not big or anything, but it is classy. That is classy, and I really like it. And I guarantee you, every time you go down or up these stairs, you're going to grab that. And you just, I don't know what it is. You just kind of love on it a little bit. Little detail stuff like the door stopper so that this bathroom door doesn't slam against the entertainment center. And look at everything is just perfectly sized. This way, you're not going to bash anything up. You're not going to dent stuff up. Again, everything has one switch lighting convenience. We have a nicer porcelain foot flush stool here, so you don't need your face near your business. Power ceiling vent fan and shower skylight. And this is a shower that even tall people can enjoy. Whether or not you have hair or not, I don't know. Big sink. You can get your hands in a sink. Monster medicine cabinet. That's a big one. It's a big old square medicine cabinet. And this is actual tile back here. That's not just like wallpaper. I love the little convenience factors. Now this is one of the reasons I like to put these videos together, because this is not in a position that is easy for a still photo to capture. But this could be overflow pantry. This could be linen space, because you could be in the bathroom, grab a towel, get back in the bathroom. It's just easier that way. Just even the trim and the crown molding on these is sharp, and I like it's a door. It's a door. It's a real door. I don't know how else to say it. It's a real door. Up here we've got a what is this? Hold on. Yep, it is still. It's the nicer Denver pillow top mattress. Very sharp stuff. There is storage below that. His and hers side stands, and remember that funny looking nose cap? They utilized every square inch of this thing. Now, even though this is smaller, the single 15,000 BTU air, it's standard, it's a 13.5. I don't think we've ever stocked one without a 15,000 BTU, but double check our options list to make sure. They could have left it at that, and it would have been fine. But they said, you know what? Every other fifth wheel has 50 amp service. This is going to be 2, and you can put a second air up there if you want to. And they use, I mean, storage everywhere. And then, as if that's not enough, they have an entire just storage slide. And I love that they give you like extra dresser space built right into that slide out. It is very unique, it is very cool, and it is exclusive, as far as I know, to Open Range. I've not seen anyone else do this. They have the largest wardrobe slides in their class. I don't know of anyone else that has a bigger one. There's a lot of, I mean, oh, here's another thing. This is full walk-in height. I don't have to duck. There's no step up by the bed. It's just better engineering allows for better floor plans. I can guarantee you guys this is not the $1 cheaper fifth wheel. It is most certainly the $1 better fifth wheel. So give us a call and learn more. 800-256-5196. Highland RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.